Welcome to Fake Moon Archive, a podcast about wading through exactly a singular day of Type Moon. I'm your host, Amy. My pronouns are she, her, and joining me is...
I'm Groucho Marx. Definitely my real name. You can use any pronouns for me.
Today, we're finally covering the Type Moon work. That's it. That's right. We're starting Fate Stay Night. The road has been long and arduous, but after 26 episodes, we're finally here. This episode will cover the first portion of the prologue. But first, we have some tea to sip and some sprues to nip. It is Gunpla tea time. What are we building today?
What did we build or what are we building?
Okay, well, we did build the high-grade Gundam Aerial earlier today. I've got it all panel lined and everything. Actually, I could probably hit some of the blue parts with some panel lining, but all of the white parts are panel lined in gray. And then I can probably just hit her backpack over the course of this recording. What about you?
I have the Acerbi Type B, and I have put together exactly 3 of the parts so far, and I have snipped some of the other parts and am working on filing them and stuff like that to do step 1.
Step 1.
The most important step is to start. It's never going to use gun. It's never going to get Gunpla if you don't start Pla. I don't know what I'm saying.
Perfect. This is the part where if we were really evil, we would include a 30-minute segment about G-Witch. But unfortunately, this would kill our target audience. So
I see. Yeah. I didn't know we had a target audience, so that's fun. So then we get straight into the Fate.
Yeah. Let's talk about Fate Stay Night. So Fate Stay Night, we started by playing 2 different versions of this game. I played the Fate Stay Night remastered version.
And I played whatever the hell you linked me.
Yeah, you started with the Mirror Moon translation, but did not finish reading in time for the show on the Mirror Moon translation.
And then I read it on your computer, and I'm like, wait, hold on, this translation has more sauce.
Yeah, like I will say one thing that the official release has is it's a pretty dang good translation. Like, it reads nice. I enjoy it quite a bit.
I am going to go probably back to what you did give me, because it does have the feature to turn censorship on and off at will, and I want that feature.
It's kind of an unfortunate consequence of, like, the modern market and the fact that Type Moon's like a company now, that they can't really, like, that they're like, okay, we're releasing Fate Stay Night, we had to cut, like, all of the sex scenes, and we had to make, we had to do, like, this and that to, like, kind of tone certain things down a little bit. Especially in Heaven's Feel, it kind of is felt, but, like, for the prologue, there's actually not much changed.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't imagine what could have possibly have been changed for those particular reasons. The changes I did notice. My favorite line in what I started on the, what was it called again?
The Mirror Moon?
The Mirror Moon was, they said, to be a mage is to be an eccentric man. And I'm like, okay, that rules. I can do it. I can be a mage. Let me at Rin's mom, because I can replace her dad. And I must get this onto the record, so please stop laughing for a second so that you can laugh at my better joke, which is, I must say, for the record, I don't know if Rin's mom is hot or not. I just said that. Unprompted. I don't have, like, a pre-existing thing. Do you ever get to see Ren's mom?
I don't think you
Listener, Amy has fucked off all the way to the bed to laugh. Because I'm the world's greatest comedian, Groucho Marx. Yeah, let me just make sure we're still recording.
This is how I knew this was a good idea.
Yeah. So that was my favorite line in the other version. But when I went to the official translation, I immediately noticed that when they talk about Rin's dad patting her on the head, while the gist of what's being explained about how he doesn't really give physical affection much, and it's like this foreign thing to him, and he doesn't know how much strength to use, that was preserved in both translations. This official one specifically said that it was like he was trying to unscrew the stubborn jar when he was ruffling her hair, and that is very evocative. I liked that. It was worth getting rid of the eccentric comment, which I believe was instead translated to something about mages being stubborn. Yeah, I have my notes here. When Rin talks about her necklace that she got from her dad,
we haven't even started with the opening scene.
Oh, okay, sorry.
We're just going into it.
Okay, you bring the structure.
Okay. So, Fate Stay Night released in, 2005? Here, guess what? We have the internet. Isn't that powerful? Fate Stay Night release date.
This is an April Fool's joke. It released in 2009. I've decided now.
Fuck, okay, damn. It released after the anime adaptation. That's crazy.
I just don't think we need to waste time on facts and logic when unless the facts and logic are really funny. But I don't think year number is funny.
Year number isn't that funny, you're right.
So it came out, the first scene is you see Saber through Shiro's eyes, I assume.
Who the fuck is Shiro? Hold on. Who is Shiro?
I only know because you know and you talk about him. Okay, but the reader at this point does not know who the fuck this is. But they see this.
There's like a beautiful, sexy blonde woman.
And then there's just some boy.
There's some guy and a beautiful, sexy blonde woman. I don't know who that boy is. Why are we looking at him when we could be looking at the beautiful, sexy blonde woman?
Let's call him O'Malley.
Yeah, O'Malley.
He looks Irish.
Yeah. He's got red hair.
He looks like I said, he looks Irish.
But I got a couple of excerpts from this. So we open with the sound of a spear being thrust at someone and then being deflected. And then the way that this beautiful blonde woman is described is very evocative to me. This beauty had little to do with aesthetics. The stark armor wrapped about her was like the frozen night itself. The ringing was not in itself unpleasant. It was the sound of... The ringing was not in itself pleasant. It was the sound of steel. But the night herself was beautiful enough to make it into the chiming of a bell. And then she says to him, I ask of you, are you my master? I have come in response to your summons. Henceforth, my blade is with you, and your fate is with me. Our pact is now sealed. And then we get a CG. We get the CG of the beautiful woman and the Irish boy. And what I can only believe is the Irish boy's narration says, just as she chose to save me, I'm sure, in that moment, I swore to save her.
Savior complex.
A nameless boy is saved by a beautiful blonde, and we get a title card that simply says, Fate. After that, we cut away from the beautiful blonde and the Irish boy, and we end up in a prologue that is labeled 10 years ago. So there's a little girl talking about the last time she saw her dad. She's talking about he's doing a terrible job patting my head, unscrewing my head like a jar, like you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have the line written down here. It's more like he's grasping my head and working it like a stubborn jar lid. But then the father leaves the daughter some instructions and says, "Oh, it's time for me to go." And she doesn't call out. And there is a line here that is fucking tragic. Oh, if I have one regret, it's that I never got to tell him any of my jokes.
Yeah, she talks about how she wanted to be able to make him laugh, and she didn't realize that this was going to be her last possible chance.
Yeah, it's rough out there for a Rin. We don't know her name yet, but we'll soon find out. She will soon introduce herself as Rin Tosaka, a mage that lives in Fuyuki City, in one of the last powerful mage families in the area. The Tosaka family is owed a debt by the Mages Association, which means that Rin will survive to live a very privileged adulthood, provided she doesn't die in a fucking war, but though that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Who's ever heard of a war? There's no such thing as a war.
Yeah.
Oh, I am looking at the next line in my notes. There might be a problem.
Well, what's that problem?
There was a war. Not a war between countries, but between people. In this war, there were only 7 combatants. It might not have seemed fitting to call it a war, but having mages involved changes things. 7 mages from different factions competed, but I wasn't sure why. They killed each other using methods I didn't really understand.
Yeah, I really like the phrase "killed each other using methods I didn't really understand." I really like that. I don't know what it is about methods I didn't really understand. It's good.
It's a fascinating phrase to say.
Yeah.
Like, she was, like, at this age, Rin was aware that the mages were killing each other because that's just how mage training works, is you learn shit like that. But she didn't really understand how or why they were doing it. She was just like,
but
yeah.
Why is not even brought into question there. It's the how, and that fascinates me.
Yeah, like, isn't that... Like, she's kind of predisposed to this violence in a way that is, like, kind of... it's fascinating. She's like, yeah, they're gonna kill each other. I have no say in the matter. That's just the way the world works to me. But then Rin's father leaves, and she never sees him again. There's actually exactly one voiced line, not exactly one. There's a voice line in this scene, the first time they voice anything in the entire game, or not really. That last scene had voice acting. The first time they voice anything in this scene is Rin saying, "Safe travels, father." In the end, his final words were given to me as a mage, not as a father. And that distinction is like, oh, that distinction is good. Just right out the gate, we're like, yeah, mages dehumanize themselves in a variety of ways in order to get used to the harsh nature with which they have to operate. Here, let me see that. I can help you.
Okay, thank you.
See. Okay. So we put this in here.
She's helping me with my Gunpla.
Put this in here. Uh-oh. Are you sure this is on the right way? Let me see the instructions.
I'm not sure that it's already on the right way, but I'm sure it's the right pieces.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, this is upside down.
Okay.
Here, we'll flip this around.
That makes a lot of sense.
And then put that in there. Now she's got a head.
Now it's nice and easy. Okay.
Yeah.
So, mages used to dehumanizing themselves. That's great. I mean, it's not a good thing, but it's
no. I think it's Pog when mages go off and die in a war. Isn't that awesome? Isn't it awesome when mages go off and die in a war?
I have no horse in this race.
You have no horse in this race.
I have no horse in this race. I say, like, I've never tried to curse the classmates that bullied me in high school.
That's true. Magic. They did do that. They did try to do magecraft on their classmates.
What do you mean tried? It worked. Anyway. I refuse to elaborate further on that on the podcast. You can talk to me after about it if you have any questions.
Oh my god. Here, I think I'm going to turn our input up and then we're just going to, like, do the compression you were talking about.
No, but that compression does not fix if you peak.
Oh, uh-oh.
Compression does not fix peaking. So that's why you turn things, you turn your input down so that it doesn't peak, and then you compress the audio to make sure that the quieter audio is still audible.
Oh, okay. Compression can raise the stuff up?
It doesn't...
One of us doesn't know anything about audio engineering, just to be clear.
And I went to school for it, but I dropped out. Yeah, no, it doesn't necessarily... You can always raise something up.
Okay.
But you can't fix peaking. So
okay, so I will take this further away from the top.
Yeah. Okay. So, right. Mages, going off to war. Your next note is probably the next chronological, but just because you take extensive notes.
Yeah, that's true. So this flashback to 10 years ago, where Rin is describing the final time she spoke to her father. It ends with the final words given to me. His final words were given to me as a mage and not as a father. And then Rin wakes up. It is January 31st of, when did you say this game came out? You said it was 2009.
Sure.
2009 now. She's a couple months away from reading Homestuck.
Sure.
But she wakes up late for school, and she has this whole diatribe about how much of a night owl she is, and how much she hates mornings, and how she hates getting up in the morning.
She specifically talks about how she hates alarm clocks, and how it's like a loathsome device that exists only to remind you that you're late. Which, like, not really. I mean, it exists to stop you from being late if you
use it right.
If you use it right. But then she's like, oh, right, but I set it 30 minutes early, so that I'm not late. But then she's like, oh, but I already did my 30 minutes, so I gotta get the hell out of here now. And she talks about how she spent all night deciphering her father's will, which left her with this jewel.
Yeah, so this like Tosaka family jewel magecraft stuff is really neat. So she I don't know if it's in this scene, but eventually Rin starts telling us about like she starts giving us like the mechanics of magecraft and like how it's like, oh, it allows you to do things that ordinary people think would be insane, but really what magecraft does is it makes things that can be done easier. I've actually got a couple of notes here. She talked about how like normal people would probably call this magic. And then there's some quotes that I like here. We are heretics who lurk in the shadows of society.
She also says that there's something that mages call magic, and that what magecraft is not what they call magic. What they call magic is real, genuine miracles, and magecraft isn't that.
And there's like only 5 of them.
Yeah, she's like, there's only 5 magicians in the entire world that can do things that no one else can do. But magecraft is just something that like you can learn. You can be taught how to do this.
Which does make me question, like, later on they're going to talk about, like, having magic circuits and stuff. I wonder where that plays into this. Where it's like...
Yeah, and, like, having mage bloodline stuff, like, they go into, like, our bloodline is dying off, we need to, and then they adopt a kid from a different family of also mages. But... yeah. I feel like this game has a lot to say about adoption if you want to read it for that.
Probably. Magecraft has been playing catch up to the progress of civilization. Oh yeah, this is a good one. I guess it's because like, I mean, it's not like your average mage can like take an intercontinental flight using Magecraft.
Yeah. And she does say that some things are better accomplished or can only be accomplished with Magecraft, but a lot of things, technology and science has sort of surpassed Magecraft in a lot of departments.
And this one was like really, really huge to me. It's not a lot to talk about, but it is like a very evocative sentence that I like a lot. If science is racing into the future, then mages are racing into the past.
Yes.
And this does remind me of like, at some point in this game, I don't believe it's in any of the reading we did for today. They talk about like the concept of like the Age of Gods and how Magecraft used to be stronger the closer you were to the Age of Gods.
Oh, and so they're trying to return to when they were more powerful.
Yeah.
I see.
Because we also know that mages want to reach something called the Root and obtain like a bunch of power that way. And that's part of what the Grail is for.
I see. You say we know that, but I didn't know that.
Oopsies.
It's okay. I know a lot of stuff I shouldn't know. Because this is like your favorite video game.
I wouldn't say my favorite video game. Well, it's up there.
It's your Homestuck.
But Homestuck is my Homestuck. What are you talking about?
No, you don't remember
I know. I remember the Tumblr post.
Yeah.
But it's really funny to say it's my Homestuck when I also read Homestuck. Like, what?
Yeah, but if I read Homestuck right now, would you be so excited?
Maybe, honestly. I don't know. I don't know how I'd feel if you read Homestuck now.
I don't know. Anyway, she gets this jewel and she talks about how the jewels are bullets and she is the gun.
Yeah. She's like, I've got this pendant. It's got 10 years of magical energy in it. Because the way the way the Tosaka family's Magecraft works is that they store energy over time in jewels, and then they spend the jewels for like powerful spells.
Yeah.
I am the gun and the jewels are the bullets is just incredible.
It's great. It's peak.
Rin tells us about her magic crest, and it's a sort of like a tattoo that has all of the accumulated knowledge of the Tosaka family inscribed into it.
Which is crazy. That's a lot.
And then she gets a phone call on her way to prepare for school.
No, she gets the phone call later.
Really?
She gets her phone call at the very end of the day.
I thought she got 2 phone calls.
I don't remember there being a phone call at the beginning. She goes to school.
Oh, maybe she doesn't get a phone call. Maybe because I just have written here Kotomine trivia guy.
Oh, there is a part where she's talking. Oh, right. This gets into some stuff that I have notes about. So here we go. So before she leaves her house, she weaves energy into a brief foreign phrase for security. And this is some kind of spell that will alert her if there are any intruders onto her property. I have so much to say about this.
Yeah, go on.
First of all, the way she says foreign phrase, and it is just German. It is straight up German, and it's not like complex, like a German poetry. It's just like, number 3 set in German. So it makes me wonder, does the Magecraft work because of the mystery about it? Is this a secure way to do her magic, like setting a secure password, but it's only secure because she's in Japan and no one fucking speaks German? And does that apply to the mages or the general population? Like, if she used a Japanese phrase instead, would it not work? Would it not be effective against... Would other mages be able to disarm it more easily? Or would, like, a regular Japanese-speaking person also be able to get through it somehow?
Yeah, hold on, that's something I didn't consider. Like, if you're not a mage, but you know the magic words, can you just get in?
Well, that's the other thing, is I don't know what the distinction between mages... Like, is there a biological distinction as well as a knowing things distinction?
So, here's the thing, is that the concept of magic circuits implies a biological distinction, but the anyone can learn magecraft implies there isn't. So, maybe it's like a little of column A, a little of column B.
Yeah. So, anyway. And then also about that, she says that it would trigger, her alarm would trigger if there was a single robber or even a lost child or a stray cat. And then she says that her neighbors never come over to say hi, and she is fine with that. But why do I never get stray cats? Like, she's sad that stray cats are not falsely tipping off her magic security alarm, which is so cute.
It's adorable. See, here's the thing. Rin's like, yeah. So the Tosaka family motto dictates that we conduct ourselves with confidence and elegance at all times. And I'm like, yeah, girl, you are extremely elegant. Of course. You're extremely confident and elegant, and you never mess up anything ever, and you are so full of poise. You have the most poise of anyone ever.
Sorry.
Why don't you get stray cats?
Yeah. The other thing is, it shows her house. It's like a European-style mansion, and she explains that on this side of town, it's broken up between, there's a bunch of samurai estates and European-style mansions on two different sides of something, and that the apparently it's like this because apparently a whole bunch of foreign families immigrated here long ago, but I've never seen a single foreigner around. That brings up, like, do they ever bring that up again?
I don't know. I thought maybe the implication was that the foreign families were all mage families that died in the Grail War, maybe?
Possibly. And then she says, there's even a cemetery for foreigners. And she doesn't know why she's never seen any foreigners. And she's like, I don't know why. Maybe they just decided Japan wasn't for them and left. I should ask the priest about it next time I go to the church. He loves random trivia.
That's why I wrote down Kure Trivia Guy. Okay, yeah, okay.
That's why you wrote down Kure Trivia Guy, because she was like, he knows trivia like that.
There's probably no foreigners because he ate them all. But then, okay, so then from there, Rin starts walking to school. It's 7:30 in the morning, and it's really weird that she's walking to school at 7:30 in the morning, and no one else is walking to school, which starts at 8.
And so she starts to, like, get a sense that something is wrong, and it seems like it's about to reveal that her clocks were backward. I mean, were late, and that she's actually an hour late, but actually she's an hour early.
She's an hour early to school, which she finds out because she goes to school and no one is there except in the Kyudo Club room, which is Kyudo is a form of Japanese archery. The Kyudo Club room.
Which she explains why there's an archery club, and then she says that she thinks it's a waste of a school club, and I'm like, you are a loser. You don't get how cool and awesome it is that your high school has an archery club? Okay, and then she has, like, a bunch of homoerotic tension with the archery club president.
Yeah, no, let's get into this, because there's a lot of it. Her name is Ayako Mitsuzuri, and she is probably the closest thing Rin has to a friend.
And they have a bet going on.
They have a bet going on about who can get a boyfriend first.
And she, like, Ayako specifically says that, like, yeah, like, what I get out of getting a boyfriend, is secondary to the fact that I would not lose to you. The boyfriend is secondary to beating this girl at romance.
Which, a thing you say if you want a boyfriend, right? Like...
No!
You totally say, like, yeah. So the boyfriend is secondary to being better than you.
Yeah, no. That's competitive compat. Today, the comp...
The comp stands for competitive.
The comp stands for competitive...
Competitive heterosexuality. See, here's the thing. Here's the thing is that I'm like, yeah, Rin's definitely bisexual. There's no planet on which you can convince me that Mitsuzuri actually likes boys.
Yeah, no. She is trying really hard to like boys. It is not working. And that's okay.
It's okay. Somebody better tell Mitsuzuri you can like women.
Yeah.
Somebody better tell Mitsuzuri she should ask out Rin before she becomes a heroine in a romance visual novel that she's not in.
Yeah. Then they introduced Shinji.
Yeah. So after Rin fucks around and talks to Mitsuzuri for a little while, she's like, I should go into the building. But on her way out, she runs into one blue-haired freakazoid by the name of Shinji Mato. And Shinji's like a really cool guy, isn't he? He's like so popular with the ladies, and everyone loves him.
They say word for word that he is that everyone likes him because of his looks, and that he is kind to girls. And I haven't seen it.
Yeah. So the thing is, Shinji's so cool and kind to girls, especially Rin, who he immediately is like. Wait, do we want to go back? I noted a bunch of, like, specific things Rin and Ayako said. I wrote, like, 3 paragraphs of Rin and Ayako text.
No, yeah. Keep going, then.
Okay, yeah, so I've got the thing here about how, like, the important thing is that you lose to me, the boyfriend is secondary. Ayako's sigh is heavy. From what I've heard, she's known as a bit of a misandrist.
Yeah.
Can't put too much stock in gossip, though. That she made this bet at all means that she just doesn't like that she made this bet at all means less that she just doesn't like boys, and more that she hasn't found the right person.
That's what she's telling herself at night. That's what she's telling herself.
Rin says, I'll have you know that I'm not an ice queen like you. I'd have no problem liking a boy. The way Rin says this, by the way, is like, so here's the thing is that, that's the least I could like men way to say I could like men, I think.
Yeah.
But then Ayako says, you're always getting asked out, and you've never once said yes. You'd think that if you were actually interested, you would at least date a few. I'd say your record speaks for itself. You don't care about boys. And then an underclassman comes in, and Rin addresses her by her first name, Sakura, and it's like, hi Sakura, bye Sakura. And nobody brings up that she's on a first name basis with Sakura.
Yeah.
Could be for any reason. Could be for any number of reasons. Surely they are not acquainted.
Well, she literally says that one of the archery girls she cannot brush off as simply acquainted, but she doesn't say that they're close or anything. It's just like, what they have is something that cannot be described as acquaintances. That makes it sound like I'm implying they're lovers. I'm not.
I don't know.
I know what's going on with them. You've talked about this.
I have.
Anyway, which brings me to my point about, I'm not sure where I put that point down, but I think this game, if you're looking for it, will have a lot to say about adoption.
I mean, not that either of them are adopted or anything.
Anyway.
It's really awesome how we keep acting like we can't spoil Fate Stay Night, even though this is a bit for people who listen to a podcast and have all read Fate Stay Night.
Yeah. And they do reveal, when they reveal that she's actually early, not late, she says, my father must have said it so that when I deciphered his will, all the clocks in the house would go a little bit haywire, implying that this is something intentionally done to inconvenience her or something like that.
Yeah, no, Rin's dad set up an epic prank and she just has to live with it.
I think the fact that her dad did it, I think it's a metaphor for daylight savings time.
Okay, keep going.
I think it's a metaphor for authority imposing stupid shit like daylight savings time. Let me look up on Google if daylight savings time exists in Japan. Does Japan do daylight savings? And second of all,
don't read the Google AI. Move
okay.
Down.
Okay.
We got a Wikipedia article here.
Okay.
From 1948 to 1952, Japan observed daylight savings time between May and September.
During the American occupation of Japan is when they observed daylight savings time.
Does this blow the case wide open?
This does, because I think the father is, in this case, especially, the father is a metaphor for authority, for imperialism.
Ooh, okay.
For the oppressive power that is forcing something stupid like daylight savings time onto this nation that does not particularly benefit from having daylight savings time.
Okay.
That's my epic daylight savings time theory. Thank you for coming to the podcast.
Daylight savings time theory.
And the fact that it is implied to be on purpose and not magic went haywire, therefore the clocks are different, I think supports that theory.
It's such an evil prank for Rin's dad to do for reasons we'll get into later. But after that, Rin goes outside, runs into Shinji Mato, who is apparently Sakura's brother, who is really popular with the ladies, but does not care for any of them except for exactly Rin Tosaka, who does not want him.
Then she runs into the student council guy, and he.
Wait. There's something in between this. First of all, like Shinji is like Rin with her words talks all about how Shinji's like nice to women or like nice to girls or whatever. But like when we say, oh, we don't see it, I mean he is like creeping on her. He is like overbearing with his flirting. There is a point where he tries to reach for her and she dives out of the way and then just leaves.
He also says that she must be interested in the archery club, and she's like, no, I've never been interested in archery. And he's like, oh, well then why are you watching us? Could it be that you're not watching because of the love of the sport, but for the love of me?
And it's like, I wonder if there's someone here that she is here to see that isn't Shinji Mato.
Yes, exactly. Honestly, I could think of several candidates. That said, then she runs into student council, and student council...
Wait, we can't talk about him yet. We have to talk about the greatest character ever made, Taiga Fujimura.
Oh, yes. She is a teacher. She's like, I'm so glad that you're saying good morning to me and being all polite.
No one ever is polite to Miss Fujimura. Every single person calls Fujimura-sensei by her first name, which is Taiga. Yeah.
And Rin, it doesn't even occur to Rin to do this. Like, the idea of, like, she's like, how else would I greet you? Like, are you stupid? Which is, like, so autistic. Like, I've had those moments so many times. Like, bosses will be like, you're so funny. You tell it how it is. And I'm like, how else would I say it? Like, would I lie?
Would I lie?
Like, do you want me to, like, coddle you and sugarcoat things? Like, what do you, like, it doesn't, like, I'll be told that, like, that my response is delightful and novel because of XYZ, but I genuinely don't see an alternative that makes sense to do in communication. And I think that's what's happening with Rin, here.
But yeah, no, I just wanted to make sure we got a Taiga call out in here because I love Taiga. She's the 20-something that works with kids representation.
She also, they say that she's like insanely good at kendo.
Yeah, she's studied the blade.
She studied the blade, but for some reason she is the teacher supervisor for the archery club, not the kendo club.
Sometimes I forget that this high school even has a kendo club.
Yeah,
because it's not brought up very often at all. Despite Taiga being Kendo Queen Supreme, and despite this being the game with all the swords in it.
Yeah, they don't come up, I guess. Okay, so now we can talk about student council.
Yeah, now we can talk about how Rin is on her way to class finally for homeroom, and she runs into the student council president? Yeah, the student council president, Issei Ryudo.
And he does not like her. And she's like, it's probably because I said something about, like, ugh, temples are so lame. And I'm like, okay, go, my atheist queen, I guess.
Rin is a little bit like, Rin is a little bit Edward Elric coded. Like, in Full Metal Alchemist, there's that, like, first episode of FMA 2005 where they go and see, I think his name was, like, Father Cornello.
I haven't watched it.
Okay. So there's, in the first episode of FMA 2005, they come across this town where there's a priest who's doing miracles. And Ed spends the whole episode being like, miracles and God aren't real. This is alchemy.
Yeah.
And then they find out that, like, he's using an imitation Philosopher's Stone and whatnot. And they, like, beat the fuck out of him.
Oh.
But Rin is a little Edward Elric coded in that regard, where she's like, well, God isn't real. It's magecraft. Temples are lame.
And then the other thing, the student council president is like, you ruined things for our treasurer, you bully, you. And she's just like, well, my friend, what's her name? Ayako, yeah. Ayako, she's like, well, Ayako told me that she thought that the student council budget should be public. What the money is being used on, students deserve transparency about that. And
this is true. This is based of Rin.
That's based. But I'm wondering how, like, did she actually blackmail this person, or did she publish the budget? Because it's not made clear, and it is weird to imagine her publishing the budget when she's staunchly in the Going Home Club. Like, she's not running a, like, independent student newspaper or anything, I assume.
Yeah, but the thing is, Rin is, like, pretty popular at school. She's, like, I wouldn't even say a school idol, but I would say, like, everyone knows Rin because she's getting top marks and everything, right?
Yeah.
So, like, I feel like regardless of if she ran a student newspaper, if she had the information, she would be able to disseminate it.
Yeah, that's fair. Then when they go away, they go to lunch. And when they talk about lunch,
we forgot somebody. Nobody important. But we did forget somebody. So after Issei is done grilling and getting grilled by Rin, there's a guy who, like, walks out of the room.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's the Irish boy.
It's O'Malley. It's our Irish boy.
It's O'Malley, and we find out his name is Enya?
Yeah, and he's being asked to fix something in the AV room, and
yeah, so our Irish boy Emiya is apparently like a handyman of some sort.
And Rin makes a comment about the way a screwdriver looks right in his hands, but she doesn't know if it makes him look handy or tough.
Is this about like the phallic nature of screwdrivers or what? Like,
no, I think. Okay, do I mention things that you have told me about this franchise or not?
You can.
Okay, so we don't know this yet in the story, but I have been told...
I do think it's actually probably fine, because again, the only people who are going to listen to this are listeners of Fate Moon Archive.
Yeah. So, I've been told that what Shiro does when he fixes things is he fixes things with Magecraft, and then he carries around the tools he would need to do the thing in real life, but he doesn't know how to do the real fixes.
Okay, so to be fair, I can actually get into this a little bit, because it's fascinating the way Shiro fixes things. He doesn't, is that, like, part of it is that he uses his strengthening Magecraft to, like, reinforce, when he uses strengthening, what he's doing is he's reinforcing, like, an object's ability to do the thing it does.
Right.
So if he strengthens a heater, he makes it able to heat better.
Right.
But sometimes he does have to, like, open a puppy up, and he can do that because his other magic that he uses is that he can tell, like, the makeup of things by touching them.
Yes.
Which, honestly, a little bit underutilized, all things considered. I kind of like, if I was writing Fate Stay Night, I would have written in, like, 8 billion excuses for Shiro to be like, and now I know the composition of your sword, or some shit.
Yeah, so true. Let's see. But yeah, when she goes to lunch, they then say that because the school cafeteria is a bit too liberal with the spices, the girls don't really like it, and they eat lunch that they brought from home in the classroom.
Yeah, I think every girl in this high school has a weak stomach.
Why is it gendered? Why is this?
Because don't you know, men can eat spicy food. That's what men do. Men eat spicy food all the time, right?
And then Rin gets. Okay, so then this one girl wants to hang out with her, and it's like, geez, I thought we were done getting more lesbian than I could possibly expect.
Yeah, no, here's the thing is that Rin, if this game was just about Rin, the side plot we would have to deal with, instead of, like, anything else, is, the fact that she's, like, the sought after love interest of 5 Yuri mangas.
Yeah.
Because what happens is she's got all these friends, which, honestly, it's a fascinating increase in, like, time spent making sprites between this game and Tsukihime. Because if this was Tsukihime, these girls wouldn't have sprites.
Yeah.
With the amount of time they're in the game, they just would not have sprites.
Yeah.
But they do. They do. They have unique designs and sprites, which means that they also, like, reappear in, like, Hollow Ataraxia later, despite not really being in this game. But they're all like trying to look for excuses to hang out with Rin, pretty much.
Yeah. Oh, and also Rin lies. Instead of telling the story about how her clocks were set too early and she thought she was going to be late, she lies and says that she overslept for real, and that she was late to school, and that's why she didn't pack her own lunch. And it's interesting that she lies about this.
Yeah, because it's kind of like a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation in terms of preserving the school idol image. Where, like, either she's incompetent because her clocks were wrong and she didn't think, whoa, the clocks are wrong. Or she's incompetent because she woke up late.
I don't even think that's a factor. I think I'm reaching into Rin's mind. I think what I see there is that because she thinks she has drawn the conclusion that the reason the clocks were wrong was because of her dad's magic. That this is a magic
This
thing.
is a magic thing, and I can't say the clocks were wrong.
So she thinks, I have to hide this because it's secret, because it's magic. But that, like, it wouldn't make a lick of a difference to these people whether the prank was being done by a living or dead person.
Yeah, so I find it interesting the way Rin interacts with these girls, where, like, nominally she's on friendly terms with all of them, but she tries really hard to keep her home life and her school life separate.
Yes.
For mage reasons. Like,
yes, she has a monologue about it on the roof.
Yeah, she's like, I don't really like to talk to any of these people, especially not the girl who can't tell taiyaki and crepes apart.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing I was getting to that. She has one girl is like, I treated you to taiyaki one time. Can't you go easy on me? And she's like, no, because I treated you and it was crepes, not taiyaki. And the girl's like, crepes, taiyaki, whatever, they're the same thing. And she snaps. She snaps about, there's like the whole screen turns like inverted.
The screen goes negative.
The screen goes negative, and she's like, taiyaki and crepes? She thinks they're the same? Can she not tell any desserts apart from each other? Is she even a girl? Is she even human?
If I'd known that her taste buds can't distinguish Fleur's 500 yen very, very berry from an 80 yen taiyaki at Edomaya, I could have saved 420 yen.
She's awesome.
But after this, to keep her cool, she just goes up to the roof to eat her lunch alone. But this is where she's in her own thoughts, and she thinks about how when a mage is discovered by the public, she has no choice but to eliminate witnesses to protect herself. That's why I keep my social interactions purely superficial, out of necessity. So there's like, I feel like it's going to be a common theme that we're going to notice with Rin, where she tries to be like, I'm the most mage-ass mage ever to do it. But she's a lot more gentle compared to the hashtag real mages, you know?
Yeah.
Where, like, she does not want to kill people. She doesn't want to have to, like, kill people because they saw her doing magecraft. So she just does everything in her power to make sure that they never know mages exist.
Yes. Let's see. And then...
Nothing else really happens at school.
She starts the summoning and...
Whoa, hold on. Nothing else really happens at school, but then she goes home and... She's like, okay, honor student Rin, done. Mage Rin, it's time for Mage Rin now.
Oh,
it's
right,
time,
and then she gets the phone call.
She gets a phone call from what she calls a fake priest, someone by the name of Kire.
Yes.
Someone who might be our very special friend of the podcast, Kire.
Who might offer you some tofu in your trying times.
But Kire's like, Rin, the deadline is approaching. If you can't do this shit right, why don't you just come to the church and hide out? Why don't you just, I can replace you easy. I can find a replacement.
It's gonna take time, though. And she's like,
no, it won't. You have someone. You literally have someone lined up. There is a queue.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then there is a diatribe about the Holy Grail War, what it is. We've heard so vaguely about it up until now. It's a ritual conducted by 7 mages who summon servants to fight over the Holy Grail. And servants are crazy strong magical familiars that are usually summoned via communing with a catalyst of some kind that's connected to like a heroic spirit. But Rin doesn't have one of those right now, so what she's going to do is she's just going to wait until 2 a.m. when her magic is the most powerful. She's going to wait until her clock says 2 a.m. on it to get the most powerful magic she can muster and summon the strongest servant of all, Saber.
And of course her clocks are wrong. And maybe she would have remembered her clocks were wrong if she wasn't lying about it.
If she wasn't lying to people about it at school all day.
But she believes her own lie, and she forgets that her clocks are wrong.
So the vibes of the scene are just incredible.
Literally, it uses repetition, and it's like, it seems like horns are growing out of me. It seems like this, it seems like that, and I'm like, it seems like Dragon TF, right?
Yeah. This is a Dragon TF sequence.
Yeah.
Except it's like, so she's got this like magic circle, this red magic circle, and there's melted jewels dripping out of her hands to fill up the circle. I really like this line that she says before things start getting actually cool. That is, I'm using up half the jewels I've accumulated over my lifetime, so I'll never financially recover from this if this fails.
Yeah, she does say that, and that's incredible.
She's literally like, I have to pull gacha right now, and it has to go well.
Yeah.
I have to hit a 5-star, or else I am broke forever.
Yeah. Which, like, you're still broke forever if you don't. Until you win the Grail War, presumably, is her plan.
She's talking about, like, oh, my nerves invert and become circuits for conducting magical energy. Okay, hold on. I've got a couple things here. First, there's an incantation she says as part of the summoning, and it whips ass. 4 elements, silver and iron, foundation stone, and Archduke of Pats. And for my great master Schweinorg, close the 4 gates. Come forth from the crown and follow the forked road leading to the kingdom. Fill, 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 fill. Repeat 5 times, but when each is filled, destroy it. Set. Heed my words. My will creates your body, and your sword creates my destiny. If you heed the Grail, if you heed the Grail's call and obey my will and reason, then answer me. I hereby swear that I shall be all the good in the world, that I shall defeat all the evil in the world. 7th heaven, clad in the great words of power. From the binding circle vow, guardian of the scales. This shit is cool as hell. What?
Doesn't she also throw some German in there?
Yeah, some of it is in German.
Some of it is in German, but translated for our convenience, which I appreciate.
My will creates your body, your sword creates my destiny. Kick-ass.
Kick-ass.
Just incredible. Then she says, my nerves invert and become circuits for conducting magical energy. Rin Tosaka is no longer human. She's just a component in the execution of mystics. And so there's all this stuff about how magecraft is like serious big-time magecraft is incredibly painful, but it's something that Rin has to endure to achieve great things. And then she realizes it's not 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Like, here's the thing, is that this scene is so incredible that, like, you lock in and forget it's not 2 a.m.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't, but that's just because I knew what was coming. Because of you. So,
there's nothing else in the room with her when the summoning is finished. There's no one else here. So she's like, did I just not do it? Shit. And then there's a really loud crash from upstairs. So she runs up to her parlor, and there's some red guy sitting atop the wreckage of her parlor.
He also has a shirt that suggests abs. Have you ever noticed that Archer's shirt suggests?
It suggests abs. You're right.
It suggests the idea of abs. It doesn't have abs printed on them, but it has
a pattern that is kind of like abs. But then he does have abs.
Yeah, he has abs under there, but you need to have the vibe of the abs before you get the actual abs.
But, yeah, so it looks like, once again, Rin Tosaka has done what she does best and messed everything up at a critical moment. She even says this. She acknowledged this for herself. She's like, yeah, so there's this problem I have where whenever something's important, I mess it up.
Yeah, which, relatable. What a queen.
And this is a servant? I thought familiars were shapeless beings, but this is just a man. And this of course, reminds me of modern Pokemon discourse.
Yeah.
This reminds me a lot of Pokemon discourse, where people will be like, Incineroar's just a man. He has a job.
Yeah. Which, first of all, why is it that people suddenly remember that Incineroar has a job when it is helpful to their argument, but they don't understand that what a heel wrestler is when it's time to talk about why he's a dark type?
That's crazy. We are doing a little bit of, I believe, opinion A and opinion B. I'm a walking contradiction, but yeah.
No, I do think that people are.
I think that people just want to complain about Pokemon I like. So
true. What can I say? But I agree. That's the wrong podcast.
That's the wrong podcast.
We can do that one next.
Yeah, next year we'll do Will of the Council. You're right. Actually, we can't do that one because somebody already did that one for April Fools. Oh,
that's okay. We'll find another one.
Ben, start a new podcast. So Rin and the servant start arguing with each other immediately. Like, they can't not argue with each other for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Hey, update on Acerbi. Are there stickers in there? Does she have stickers?
Did she have stickers? I forget.
I hope she doesn't have stickers. I don't want you to have to apply a sticker.
It doesn't look like she has stickers.
Because I feel like it'd be in the instructions if she had stickers. Yeah, there's no stickers. Congrats, you get a sticker-free kit.
Yeah.
Anyway, Rin and the servant in red just immediately start arguing. There's some really good banter here. You weren't here when I was summoned. You're not a baby bird who can't decide who to serve if she's not there when you open your eyes. She's like, what do you want? Do you need to imprint on me? Do you need me to be your mama?
Do you need me to be your mommy?
Oh, do you need me to be your mommy? Rin is not mommy. She's not mommy material whatsoever.
Yeah.
I don't think Rin has the capability to become mommy, actually. I don't think she can get there.
I don't think we should be judging her for that this early in her life.
Okay. Maybe when she's like 36 she can be mommy.
Yeah.
Because we didn't do the dissertation on the like all characters are 18 or older, blah 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 at the start of this, but
yeah,
you know, we of course have mixed opinions on this.
Yeah,
because it's like part of this is like it helps tell the story they are trying to tell. Yeah, and part of this is you know, they could have been seniors.
Yeah.
Sakura couldn't have, but they could have been seniors.
Yeah, they could have.
Which is still weird, but it's like, whatever.
Actually, our seniors, that's the other thing is that, are seniors in Japan adults?
Like seniors in Japan do turn 18.
While they're seniors, but not necessarily in January. Well, I guess January is
like, yeah. So, like, throughout, so, like, these characters actually could have been 18 except for Sakura, but...
Yeah.
But no, for some reason, every major character except Sakura is a second year, and then there's Taiga, who is a grown adult and really hot, but is not a heroine, so we can't have sex with her. Sorry.
Yeah, boo.
Actually, they were thinking about it. It's really funny. There is a scrap Taiga route, apparently. Allegedly. That said, there's some other scrapped routes in this game that I don't want to talk about. But no, the servant's like, we need to establish who's superior and whether you're worthy to fight alongside. And then for like Rin asks like 8 times if this is her servant. Like, she just keeps asking this question. She's like, no, don't dodge the question. Are you my servant?
Yeah.
No. Are you my servant? Are you?
Yeah.
And eventually this results in the funniest thing that this servant could have possibly said, which is, for discussion's sake, let's assume I am your servant.
And he keeps talking like that for like a couple of freaking pages.
For several pages, he's like, so hypothetically speaking, if I was your servant,
yes,
for the sake of argument, He even says, hypothetically speaking, of course, at the end of this.
Yeah.
And then Rin shows the servant this mark on the back of her hand called command spells. There's like a 3-stroke tattoo with a cool pattern.
Yeah.
That's the mark of a master. So apparently every master is going to have these. And the servant's not impressed. Command spells are merely the tools to compel a servant. What I want to see is whether you deserve my loyal service. And then after being egged on just a little bit, Rin immediately burns one of her 3-time only command spells on the command, obey me.
Yeah.
And Archer, if this was a real show where we edited things, I would bleep that. The servant's like, dude, what is wrong with you? You are insane. What is wrong with you? You can't just order me to obey you vaguely.
Yeah, so the vaguer a command is, he starts to explain that the weaker the compulsion and strength it provides are. However, despite this,
Rin hands him like a dustpan or whatever. Or sorry, not yet.
Yeah.
Rin asks him, like, "Hey, are you Saber, by the way?" And he is, of course, compelled to answer. And also he's like, you're actually a pretty talented mage because of how compelled I feel to actually talk to you now.
Yeah, he's like, this actually does prove that you are kind of worthy, TBH.
Now, he reveals that he is Archer, and he says something that pisses me off. He says, so Rin asks, "Are you Saber?" And he goes, "I do not wield a sword." Bullshit, Archer. I do not wield a sword.
Didn't he say, "I do not come equipped with a sword"?
He says, "I do not come equipped with a sword."
Which is...
Bull and shit.
Okay.
If there's one thing that we are going to know about Archer by the end of this prologue, it's that he uses swords!
Which is funny. It would be one thing if they did this in, like, the 8th Fate game.
This is the thing. This is actually a discussion that I did have, like, in the Discord a while back. That was like, Fate's Day Night shows a Holy Grail War gone awry, but then there's a bunch of things, like a bunch of later entries in the franchise that are like trying to ape Fate's Day Night. So they kind of just have the Grail War go awry in like the same ways.
Yeah. And so we never really get to see a Grail War gone right.
I feel like Fate Zero is a little bit of a Grail War gone right, but Fate Zero is mid, so.
Got you.
The thing is, it is more interesting when these things don't go, like, right, PM.
Yeah.
But we need to find new ways for them to go wrong.
But at the same time, is something going right as designed really that, like, what does that mean when the thing by intention is, like, the horrors, you know?
Yeah, you are, that is a good point. Like, what would be the benefits of a Holy Grail War going right? That somebody actually wins?
Yeah. I mean, don't ask me. I just work here.
You work at the Holy Grail War?
Yeah, I'm a fake priest.
Do you get paid?
I'm a fake priest.
Do you stand on light posts?
Duh.
Hell yeah!
That's part of the job description of fake priest.
Yeah! Okay. So, this is the thing, is that, Rin and Archer just have, like, an incredible rapport this entire game. Like, they don't stop talking at each other like this. It's kind of beautiful.
Yeah.
But yeah, Rin keeps asking, like, what? Okay, so I know that you're Archer, but, like, who are you? And Archer's like, I can't tell you. I can't tell you that.
He's, like, dodging the question at first, but then he's like, no, like, I literally can't tell you.
I literally can't tell you. I forgot because you summoned me bad.
Yeah. And she's like, well, I guess you have to fool your allies to fool your enemies, so I guess this is an advantage in the way, which is a wonderful way to...
Yeah, what a way to take this in stride, Rin.
Yeah. It's a great bright side to see.
But I do like this line that Archer says, right towards the end of her reading. I am the servant that you summoned. Naturally, that makes me the strongest. There's a certain level of, like, the second that command spell is used, Archer is like, no, wait. Okay, she's a little bit stupid, but I do believe in her.
Yes.
I do believe she can do this. And then Rin gives Archer his first order. Clean the damn parlor.
Yeah. Epic maid kink moments is what I put in my notes.
Put epic maid kink moments. Maid Archer?
Yeah.
When's Fate Go gonna release Maid Archer?
So true.
I got Summer Nero today. Where's Maid Archer?
Oh, the other thing in my notes that we did not talk about is that she sees Archer and she does go like, that thing belongs to me.
Yeah. It's like a little uncomfortable, honestly.
Yeah. And I don't even think that's the worst thing in the world. I think sometimes art should make you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah. Like that's the thing is that it is a little bit fucked on purpose.
Yeah.
But Archer's response to being told to clean the parlor is great. He says, understood. Go to hell, master. And then he does it. And then he does it.
And then it fades to black, right?
Yeah.
It's great.
A fateful day draws to a close. No. Rather, my fate was shaped by this night. Roll credits.
Yeah.
Holy shit. My fate was shaped by this night. That makes 6, including me. Once the 7th and final master summons their servant, the holy grail war of this generation will begin. In the not-so-distant future, the battle I've been waiting 10 long years for is about to commence. And that's the first day of the prologue of Fate Stay Night.
Yeah.
Whew. So, what did you think? What'd you think?
I liked it. I'm gonna read more.
This came good as hell. I really like Fate Stay Night.
Wow, I couldn't have told from your attitude or dating you.
Aww.
Or anything.
Yeah, it's not like I looked for Fate merch at the Anime Con yesterday at all. No.
It's not like I purposely got you Fate merch for Christmas and bragged about it, and I had to find people that were not you that knew about Fate so that I could brag about it while waiting for Christmas, because it was so exciting how perfect my Fate merch purchases.
Folks, they got me an unarmed Shinji boy.
Unarmed Shinji boy
and an acrylic stand of Kirei Kotomine offering me Mapu Tofu.
It was both on the same site. I got bundled shipping on those.
It was incredible. It was beautiful. I was a little sad that that the only Fate merch that was at the thing at all, or like nobody in the artist alley had like drawn a Fate character this year. Like I couldn't get like a Saber print or anything. But there was a statue of Mash from Fate Go, but I don't do Fate Go like that.
Yeah.
Fen, if you want to teleport, let me know. I think there's still time to catch that guy and buy the Mash figurine. Anyway, time for the outro that I didn't write. What does Fen say?
This is our outro song so that the video suddenly.
Oh my god.
I made my girlfriend peak, so it is not good on
not part of the Abnormal Mapping Network. If you can find me at garmore.neocities.org.
And if you find me, one of us is going to kill the other. Maybe. I'm not committing to that. I'm not committing to that. That's a lot of work to hide a body. I'm not committing to that. Don't find me.
One day let's meet in the digital sea.
Or not. Here we go.
I don't know why I said there'd be post-pod. There's not going to be fucking post-pod. I'm not editing this shit.
Yeah, I don't know what you're on about either. Do you want to restart the recording or?
No, I'll just cut this part out.
Okay, cool.
I'll do some editing. I'll do a little bit, just a smidgen.
So you're a liar.
Yeah, I'm a liar. It's April Fool's Day. Of course I'm lying to you.
That's so true. Should I introduce myself as Groucho Marx then? I'm allowed to, right?
You can.
Yeah, it's April Fool's. Why not? I'm Groucho Marx.
You can be Groucho Marx if you want.
Okay,
You can be Groucho Marx all you want. Okay.
I love you.
I love you.